afternoon, everybody. You heard the bell, so that must mean it's 1 o'clock, and it is gym time. Yes, it is week 14 in our phys ed lesson. This week, we're going to do two different things. I have special picks or special requests from two students at Oakman, so I'll get to that in a second. But we are in week 14. We're doing fitness and football. So just like I said from two students, last week I Zoomed with two individuals, I believe they're in a fourth grade class, over at Oakman. And it was supposed to be a big meeting, but I kind of messed up the link. No surprise there because I'm terrible with this technology stuff. But I did get two students actually on, and they gave me some requests as to what to do for this week. So a young lady named Afew, she gave me a request that maybe we do some more fitness type stuff, more exercise based versus so much sports based. Because every lesson I tried to implement a sport and like some skills drills for that sport, but not a lot of exercise. So this week, I'm gonna put some exercises in there, especially for Asya because she requested it. She's super sweet, super nice, and it was so good to see her and meet her and talk to her. And then also, we have a young man, his name is Mehdi, and he's in the same class, and he requested some throwing for football. So we're gonna go over some throwing skills because last week we did some footwork drills. This week we're gonna go over some throwing. He said that a lot of kids in his class probably need to work on throwing because last year when they were throwing it kind of like a helicopter, or they weren't throwing it so far, or things of that nature. So he said maybe they could use some practice with some throwing. So for Mehdi, we'll do some football, and for Asya, we will do some exercises. Okay, so that said, we're gonna go over what's in this week's lesson. First and foremost, there's a 30-day challenge. So Asya, you asked for exercise. This is going to be 30 days worth of workouts. It is a HIIT workout, which stands for high intensity interval training. Now I'm going to do the 30-day challenge. Hopefully you guys will too. And it's tough. Not every day is going to be easy. Some days you're going to be sore. Some days you're not going to feel like it. But you got to try. You got to practice. I will do the 30-day challenge. Pinky promise I will do it. Okay? So that's going to be in the folder. Give that a shot. Moving on from there, we're going to go over like about 6 different exercises that I picked. Maybe some things that you haven't yet done. I tried to pick some things that are a little bit different from like what everybody usually does, okay? Then we're going to go, like I said, over some football and some throwing. So I'm going to flip this board around. I'm going to move the laptop to a spot where they can see, and we'll get started with our 6 exercises that you're going to try, okay? So here we go. We're going to move right on over here, and I'll talk about it, and I will demonstrate some of the exercises. Okay, so first things first, when you're exercising, a lot of times it helps to have some music, okay? So if you need music as a motivation, that's a great thing. That's a great tool. And a lot of stuff, like there's even workouts that are called Tabata workouts, in which the music plays for like 30 to 45 seconds, then it stops and it tells you to take a break. So that's kind of like what you could do. You could play some music, try these exercises for like 30-second intervals, take a break, loosen your muscles up, and then try them again. So if you need music, go for it. Try some music, get your motivation up. If it helps you work out, then that's great. During these cloudy days, rainy days, snowy days, cold days, sometimes you need music to motivate you. If that's the case, then please do it. So that said, we're gonna go into the first set. This is gonna be round 1. What you're going to do is, I just have to make sure it's still recording. Let me make sure it is. Hang on, sorry. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. So, round 1, you're gonna do plank jacks and uneven planks. This is gonna be for core strength. Now, I need some core strength. I play a lot of golf, so when I use my golf swing, you have to rotate your core in order to hit the golf ball, right? So it's very good for me, so I need this just as much as any of you guys. So, first thing is uneven planks, plank jacks. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get into a plank. Plank means just laid out, like a flat plane, right? So you're gonna plank out, just like so. Now, I'm pretty flat, I'm pretty parallel. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna kick out each leg like this. 1, and in, out, and in. If you wanna make it harder, do a push-up in between each rep. Out and in, out and in. Do a push-up in between each rep. So, you're gonna try that for 30 seconds. Then you're gonna take a break. Whew. take a break after 30 seconds. So keep doing as many as you can for 30 seconds. Again, it's called a plank jack. I'm gonna try to show you like this. I go up, I kick one out, back in, one out, back in. Try a push up, try that for 30 seconds. The next one is called uneven planks. What you're gonna do is you're gonna stand or plank out on your hands, then you're gonna go to your elbows, then you're gonna go up with one hand and stay on the elbow for other. So your body's gonna be uneven. So it's working on some upper body strength, some core strength, and some like agility, flexibility, okay? So you're doing a lot of things in one exercise. What you're gonna do is you're gonna plank out like so, right? So I'm planked out, pretty flat, pretty parallel. Then I'm gonna go down on one hand, stay uneven. Then I'll go down with the other, then I'll go up with one, up with the other. Then I'll go down to my forearm, down to my forearm, up with one hand, up with the other. I'm gonna continue that for 30 seconds. Each of these core exercises I'm gonna do 3 times. So I'm gonna do 30 seconds worth of plank jacks. Do it for 30 seconds, rest. Do it for 30 seconds, rest. Do it for 30 seconds, rest. Then I'll go to the uneven planks. I'll do 30 seconds, then I rest. 30 seconds, rest. 30 seconds, rest. So I try each one for 3 times, okay? The next one, we're going to maybe some lower body stuff, okay? So you're gonna try sumo squats to a side lunge. Now, they call sumo squats sumos because sumo wrestlers, they start in this position, like sumo wrestlers, like this. Those big fat guys that wrestle, they're called sumo wrestlers. So they call these sumo squats. You'll start like this, you'll go down, sumo squat, to a side lunge. Then you'll go down, sumo squat, to a side lunge on the other side. You'll go down, sumo squat, to a side lunge this way. You'll go down, sumo squat, get real low so you feel it in your legs, side lunge to the other side. You will try those, you'll do those for 30 seconds, so as many as you can get in 30 seconds, then you'll rest. You'll do that 3 times, so 3 sets. After that, you're gonna do something with crisscross squats. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your legs, you're gonna crisscross each one, and then you're gonna squat. So I'll go crisscross, crisscross, squat, hop up, crisscross, crisscross, squat, crisscross, crisscross, squat. I'll do as many as I can for 30 seconds, and then I'll take my rest. Whew! Talking and doing exercises, I'm out of breath already, so I know I need this maybe more than you guys. I ate so much turkey, oh my gosh, I ate so much turkey. All right, moving on, round 3. This one is for some agility, and this one, I don't know, it's like more dynamic, so it's kind of just more fun to do. These are skater taps. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna like hop to each side and touch your foot. So you're gonna hop to this side, touch, and then touch, and then touch, and then touch, and then touch. Now notice I bring the other leg behind me for balance so I don't fall over. So when you're doing this, try not to fall down. You're working on some agility, you're getting your heart rate up, you're doing upper body and lower body at the same time. Those are called skater taps. Again, do those for maybe like 30 seconds, take your breath. 30 seconds, take a breath. 30 seconds, take a breath. All right, the next one is seal jacks. Now, you ever see seals, they have their hand like this? So that's kind of what you're gonna do with a jumping jack. You're gonna put your hands in front instead of bringing your hands up. So it's called a seal jack, you'll go like this. Hands out in front. Or you could cross them, right? Those are like scissor jacks or seal jacks, right? Just like that, you do a clap. So you bring your hands in front instead of bringing your hands up. So you're using many elements of your brain because you're coordinating your hands and your feet at the same time. So those are our exercises. That's our exercise element for Miss Asia. So we're gonna go on now to the football element for Mr. Mehdi. So hopefully you guys like those. Give them a shot. Now as you can see, I have 2 targets on the wall. I'm going to talk about some of the football, how to throw a football in order to try to score.
Touchdown!
Yes, we're trying to score and throw for
touchdown!
Touchdowns! That's exactly what we want in football. We want to score touchdowns. So, first First things first is how do you hold the football, Mr. L? How do I hold it? Because I don't know how to hold it in order to throw it. First things first, take your hand, make a C. Make a C with your thumb and your index finger, your pointer finger, right? Make a C, you put that on the front of the ball. Then you take your other 4 fingers, I put 2 of them on the laces and 2 of them off the laces. So 2 of them are on the laces, these are called laces, 2 on, 2 off. And I still have my big C, right? It goes right in the front of the ball. Now I'm gripping the football, now I'm holding it the right way. What am I gonna do with it? I'm going to step with the opposite foot. Because if I step with the same one, it's just weird. We don't want to do that. Step with the opposite foot. You're going to rotate your hips to throw a ball. So my hips are going to churn. Remember we just did core strength exercises? Guess what? You got a stronger core, you'll have a stronger throw. Because you'll have more strength in your core in order to power the football. So everything is related, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the football. I'm going to try to find a spot here. I got 2 targets on the wall. Do you need actual targets? No. But I just thought it was cool, so I took some tape and put some targets. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try 5 throws, trying to hit the targets. Boom, over my shoulder, I throw, and I hit the target. So I made it in the circle, easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Now, what do we wanna do? We wanna throw for accuracy. So that if we're playing in a game, we can throw it to our player, and they can score touchdowns. So the circle one, very easy. Now I made a harder target, which is the X, and I'm gonna try to hit the X. Remember, step with the opposite foot, rotate your hips, the football's over your shoulder. So I put it over my shoulder, and when I throw, I release my fingers. So I create a spiral, okay? So, I don't wanna get too detailed because it's a video and it takes too much time. So just kinda look at it and just try it. That's all we want you to do. I'm holding the football, I step with the opposite foot, rotate my hips, boom! I was a little bit high, I threw a little high on the wall. I hit about right here, but guess what? My player could have still caught it. So I throw 5 times from each target, then I try harder one, and I go further away. So now I'm super far, way downtown. I'm super far, I'm gonna try to hit it in the circle, super far throw. Remember, 2 on, 2 off, rotate my hips, step with the opposite foot, and release over my shoulder, not underhand, not pushing, throwing overhand. So I step and I throw, boom, nailed it right in the circle. So this week is for Asya exercises. Also football for Mr. Mehdi. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys participate. Take the 30-day challenge. I pinky promise I'll do all 30 days. And I'll let you guys know how it's going. So, have a good day. Thanks for participating. See you next week.